Yo guys, we are at Uncle Rooney's, a medically licensed cannabis facility, and they are essentially producing a final product, which is going to be a bud, so a flower product at the end of it. And as you're going to see throughout the day, it is medically licensed, and there's a lot of controls and procedures, and we thought it'd be interesting to show you guys.
It's a full-on hydroponic facility. There's a lot of automation. There's some really interesting aspects. We're going to also chat to Lester and Rickus, who are the main hands running this facility, and I think we're all going to learn a lot. I'm sitting with PJ from Uncle Rooney's, and he's going to tell us a little bit about how Uncle Rooney's came about.
Very much a small family knit, a tight business comprised of 3 brothers, and then we brought in our uncle later in the journey. We had this discussion about it in 2018, 2019 we started it. The world went crazy in 2020, and that's where we decided to launch Uncle Rooney's. They were a very exciting time for us then, and bringing on my uncle, he's a citrus farmer, organic citrus farmer, and he brings a very kind of he's a strong pillar for us, but a very different kind of skill set to the team.
We're in our cultivation area here today. Behind me is essentially the layout of our flowing farm, and what that basically means is that we house everything from our beginning of our vegging stage right through to the end of flower, all within this area. Behind me, the general flow of things is we've got our mother room, a series of breeding rooms, a clone room, and then our bedroom down to the bottom, and then a series of a couple of flower rooms here behind you.
So we decided to go and kind of proving a concept and doing an indoor hydroponic facility and just doing it nice and small. So it's like we said, 400 square meter facility, 100 square meter grow, and just doing a flow farm, trying to make sure that we have top level high cannabis for our consumers.
With an indoor facility, flow is everything. We've seen the big moms in the mothering room, and now in this vegetative room, we're actually having a look at the next generation of moms. So these over here are probably going to produce thousands of clones over their life, and we're seeing them in the very early stages. Today, we're actually having a look at the creme de la creme of the Trial Master. This is the Hydro X Pro control system. See, you've got 2 over here, Lester. This is a fully automated facility. There's also an Aqua X, which we're going to have a look at a little bit later. Lester, tell us a little bit about the Hydro X Pro.
What we've done is we've rigged the veg side of the facility onto this one here on the left, and then the one on the right handles all our flowering rooms. And really what we've done is we've essentially got different zones linked to, daisy chained off each one. It delves into every aspect that you could want to as a grower. It helps you dial in your VPD to an absolute ideal. We have a full HVAC, which allows for a nice, solid airflow through each and individual room. We're in our clone room now at the moment, nice and snug and warm, humid environment. Basically, the old school strategy, we do use domes to get the initial humidity around the early stages of cloning, with a series of heat mats to get that root zone nice and ideal. We're taking in excess of about 450 clones every month. We can essentially hunt out the best clones and put that into the transition in our veg room. This room at the moment, what we're doing is a bit of a hunt for some of our stronger plants for our last smaller batch to go through. Yeah. Post this, we'll be taking in excess of 460 clones to run essentially a 208 plant room. Okay. So yeah, this will be the last time that we're actually running a smaller batch and actually just hunting out the better ones and then pushing them through into flower.
So when you do the 400, you're going to select obviously the strongest, and then those will make it through. Flower room 2, what day are we at and what's happening? What's the strategy here in this room?
All right, so as you can see, these girls are fairly tall for the state that actually want them in. We're at the stage now where we're on day 12, just after flipping. And just this afternoon, we'll be actually topping and pinching as it goes, just to get them to the right size and get a nice even canopy. And obviously a lot of lollipopping. We do prune and defoliate quite a lot naturally.
So tell me a little bit more about the strain that we're seeing in front of us here.
Yeah, sure. So we've got our Cape Cookies here, a 60-40 hybrid. Beautiful profile, nice and as you can get those sweet aromas, but it's still got that little bit of an earthy sort of a terpene profile coming through. I think it's sort of the OG Kush parents. But yeah, no, very happy with the strain. It kind of ticks all the boxes for me. It's got that high THC count. We're in our final flower room. This is actually literally one day before harvest. We're running our Cape Cookie strain. In this room, it's fully kitted out with our Quest dehumidifier, as well as a full HVAC system. And as you can see, a combination of HID with 1,000 watts HPSs and our 315 ceramic nickel halides. Basically, anything from 3 weeks to a month. We have a bit of a flowing farm scenario which allows that. So we're constantly filling up the rooms and then pushing out sort of as much as possible, really, I suppose, yeah. We're upstairs now in the facility above everything. And where it sort of really sort of ticks the boxes is that we're able to house much of everything up here. You'll notice that when you go through the facility, you don't have conduits running with electrical cables and irrigation pipes, etc. So what we do is we run quite a large generator that's fueled by LPS gas. And that ultimately has an essentials DB board that when we do randomly cut from electricity for about 2 hours or whatever the case may be, that these will turn on and just keep the plants happy.
Lester, tell us a little bit about the Aqua X and what we're going to see behind us over here.
It allows me, in short, to set up my timers here and monitor as well all my EC, the pH, the water temperatures, etc. This is where I mix all my nutrients directly into the tanks here. We've got individual tanks linked to individual pumps. Each room has its own tank. And basically, it's a cycle fertigation system whereby we send the feed out through the Aqua X, through these pipes over here. It cycles right around through the facility and then comes back into my inlets over here, back into the tank.
We had a look at the pump room where all of the nutrients and pumps are for the facility. And as you can see over here, all of these different pipes over here are actually feeding that water into the different sections, be it the flowering or the veg areas. And basically it all filters down into the facility and then everything will be pumped back up again and recycled. So we've had a look at the whole facility, so many epic things going on here, but it all culminates in one end product, and that's what we're looking at over here. Rikus, tell us a little bit about what we're seeing and also what we're smelling.
Firstly, this is our main and only cultivar that we are currently growing. It's called Cape Cookies. When you stick your face in here, it immediately, the OG, the muskiness, that all hits you in your face. The longer it sits in here naturally, every grower knows, the better it gets.
Yes.
You know, so in the end, it's a product we're very proud of. Super crystally, super frosty, and yeah, consumers would absolutely love it.
So guys, that was the facility. Thanks so much to Uncle Rooney's for having us here. We've really learned a lot. We hope you guys have learned a lot as well. There's some really, really premium things going on here. The product is amazing and we can't wait to be back to show you more of this awesome facility in the future. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe. Until next time, guys, peace.
Peace, guys.